Hello, welcome to Yoga Rach. I'm Rach. Thank you very much for joining me. As you can see, I'm not in the studio. Normally I would have been filming this on the Sunday, which ironically I am, but I'm not in the studio. I'm away enjoying a few days down in Somerset in Cornwall, but I wanted to make sure that there was still going to be a video going up on Thursday, which is the 29th when this will be going up. So happy new moon for tomorrow, new moon on Friday going into Virgo, which is why we are now going into our next mudra and our next mantra. So we're officially in Virgo season. Some went into Virgo on the 23rd, but as you may have known by now, if this is your first video with me, welcome. We start a new sequence when both the sun and the moon are in the same sign. So tomorrow it's officially the new moon, and the moon and the sun are now in Virgo. So Virgo is our sixth sign as we start from the beginning of the zodiac, but we've been doing this since the new year in January. So Virgo is actually going to be our last earth sign for this particular series that I'm doing for the mudras and the mantras. So we started in January with Capricorn, then we've moved into Taurus, which was around May, and now we're at the end of August, beginning of September, and we're moving into Virgo. So we've just come out of fiery Leo, and Virgo is all about bringing that fire, that determination, that drive, and knowing that we can do things, even if it means that we have to do it on our own. We can be that independent goddess. And I say goddess because Virgo is very feminine. We've come out of masculine Leo, and then we're going into the very feminine side of Virgo. I will be putting more of this in my blog, which I will pop in the comments below. That will go up on Friday, so I don't ramble on too much. But I wanted to change the mantra for Virgo, because Virgo should be I analyse. Which, if you're Virgo and you really associate with that, if that really appeals to you, or you're very earthy and you're like, yes, I analyse, I'm going to do that. That's you know, especially if you're coming in from focusing on your work, fantastic, go for it. But I wanted to change it to really nice, really simple, really straightforward. I can. As I said, it's all about bringing in that fire, that drive, that passion from Leo, and we're bringing all the teachings from before us into where we are now. So Virgo's essence really is knowing that you can do this. So our mantra, really, really simple, I can. And as soon as I thought about this, when I really focused or reflected on Virgo, I really thought about the This Girl Can movement, and I thought that is it. This is really what Virgo is all about. So those two words that you're going to be focusing on is I can. And it doesn't matter whether you are male or female watching this, practicing along with this, it's tapping into that very independent feminine essence and drive and viewpoint, really, because we've got both in us, which is why we go from masculine to feminine, dynamic to a little bit more gentle when we go into the physical practice. And then our mudra, so mudra is just a hand gesture, and this changes all the time. It's a really good way of focusing your intention, same as a mantra. And as you can see, I gesture a lot, so hand gestures in the form of a mudra, so you're holding yourself still, is a really good way of inviting in that focus. And because Virgo is known as that independent goddess, the mudra I have selected for Virgo is Kali, K-A-L-I, mudra. Kali is the Hindu goddess. She's usually got lots of arms, lots of legs, very fierce, always sticking her tongue out, and is a lovely blue. But I will go a little bit more into Kali as well in the blog that will go up tomorrow. But it's about being fierce, but also being very caring. The same with Leo. Remember, if you Leo is the lion. It's all about protecting the pride, your tribe, your family. But if someone gets in their way, they will let you know about it, that lovely lion roar. And it's bringing in that essence, but being a little bit calmer, still looking after and caring, so that we're a bit more of a healing side as well. So find a comfortable seat, and I'm going to show you the Kali mudra. So we're going to bring the hands together into Namaste, and you're going to interlace all the fingers, and just have a look at your little fingers. So for some reason, I always tuck the right little finger inside, but for our Kali mudra, we want to tuck the right little finger to the outside, and we're going to release the ring fingers and push them up together. And we're going to sit the hands in front of the heart, flare the elbows out, so it's quite a strong holding of the hands and the arms. So all the fingers are interlaced except for the ring fingers, which the fingertips are pushing together and pointing upwards. The little fingers, we want to make sure the right one is crossing the outside rather than the inside. Release and relax the shoulders, close your eyes, and bring your awareness to those two words, I can. And you may stay with those two words, I can. Sometimes that's all we need to hear, is that affirmation, that confirmation that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you want to manifest, whether that's on the mat or off the mat. Or maybe as soon as you heard those two words, you knew what you wanted and you're going to complete your mantra. It doesn't matter what it is, but keep your focus on at least those two words, I can. And if your mind wanders, come back to your mantra, come back to your breath. If the hands feel a bit uncomfortable, if it's very painful, obviously then feel free to release it. We don't want any pain in yoga. But if it's just a discomfort, is it a distraction? What are you allowing yourself to be distracted from? Which is why we come back to using our mantras and our mudras to help us to find that focus. You know, we're already, if we start from January, we're already well over halfway through the year. We're moving into September. It's that typical back to school feeling. So can you get organised? Can you do what you set out to do at the beginning of the year before the end of the year? Or can you at least get it started? Can you get back on track? You know, we're only human. Sometimes we fall off, but we can pick ourselves back up. And remind yourself that you can, with that mantra of I can. Even if your mantra is just completed by I can do this. You can come back to this practice as often as you need to. You can stay here for longer. So enjoy the new moon tomorrow. As I said, I will put my blog post in the comments tomorrow once that's published, so you can go a little bit more into the reason why I've picked the Kali Mudra and changed the mantra. And I will see you here next week on Thursday for the first part of our physical yoga practice. Namaste.